All right, everybody, we're just going to do a quick overview of the Rockford Fosgate sound system that comes on the Brinkley campers. It is a really nice sound system. It sounds great. It was one of the selling features for our camper when we saw it. Has a huge subwoofer and it just sounds amazing, whether you're streaming television or also streaming music. So it does have Bluetooth capability, so you can Bluetooth music from your phone and kind of control the sound that way, but it does not have a remote control that comes with it. So if you're watching TV or something, you have to get up and turn the knob on the system to be able to change the volume, which is kind of a bummer. Hopefully Rockford Fosgate will come out with a little better option for that moving forward. There are three found within the camper itself. There's one in the garage, there's one in the living room space, and then there's one found underneath in the basement area. So one of the first things that you're going to want to do when you're using this system is to Bluetooth your phone into the system itself. So if you have an Apple phone like ours, I don't really know Androids, but you know how to Bluetooth devices. You go into settings and click on Bluetooth. That'll pull up the screen on your phone, and then when you go into the Rockford Fosgate system and turn it on, you'll hit the on button and then Bluetooth, and then down at the bottom of your list you'll see RF Model G or Model Z, I'm assuming if you have a Model Z, and then that'll show that the phone has been officially connected. So that's a way to kind of know that your system is set up, and then you can, from that point, you can start to stream music or whatever else you want to put from your phone to the system via Bluetooth. All right, so there are some features on the head unit itself that are really helpful. It has a forward and back button so that you can select tracks, as you can kind of see. It'll allow you to advance or go back on tracks within a particular album. It also has a nice little menu. So if you go to browser and click on that, you can look at playlist or artists or albums and be able to kind of select through and choose different items from your list. So that's really helpful. It also will allow you to repeat certain songs, or you can shuffle your playlist and stuff like that from the sound. The other thing that's really nice, that if you're connected, when you're connected through your phone, if you happen to have Pandora, you can select Pandora and it will play through your phone for Pandora. So that's a really neat feature. And then if you have SiriusXM with the app loaded on your phone, you can also choose that. We don't have SiriusXM, so you can't see it for us. But it does give you the ability to choose SiriusXM and also to advance through tracks within both Pandora and Sirius. So one of the nice features of these particular head units are that you have multiple zones. So if somebody's outside grilling, they could be listening to music while you're watching a movie inside and playing music in the inside zone, or you could have different things in the garage area. You can limit the sound to come through certain areas based on the head unit that you're using. So there's a lot of really great functionality, and you have to be a little bit careful, because if you are broadcasting a movie, you don't want to broadcast that to the whole campground. So you've got to be a little careful about where the sound is playing based on the zone that you selected. So if you click on the zone button, it will show you the different zones. So you can see living room, garage, exterior speakers, or the patio. So in this case, we're going to say we're going to play a movie. So I want to select the living room. So I'm going to push the button, and then I'm going to say select which device I want. So I can have FM radio playing, I can have AM radio playing, I can have the TV in the garage or the TV in the main living room. So we're going to say TV in the main living room. So I'm going to push the button in. That will select the TV in the main living room, and now I can adjust the volume, which you'll see is coming up along this bottom line. So let's say I wanted to play this in the garage, let's say I wanted to play this in the garage. So we are in the living room now, so I'm just going to push and hold this button, and it's going to go to the next place. So now I can play the TV volume in the garage and in the living room. You can see how the little lines are reflecting that it's playing in both places. And so if you hold the button again, you can select the outside speaker. So that's the exterior speakers, and again, you can kind of see the number 8 along with the line as it's growing in volume. And then if you want to do it again, you can select the patio. So then this has it playing. You can have different levels at different settings, so you'll be able to kind of see. And then this is all. So if you want to turn the volume on to all sections inside and out, you can adjust it this way. Just be careful when you're playing a movie or something inside that that you're not playing through all the speakers, because you don't want to blast it in the middle of the campground. So that's a way to do that. And then again, if you want to go back to living room, you just hold it, and then you can see the lines growing on the bottom, and you see 0 in all the other zones, so that you know that you're not playing it in all zones, including the outside. So one little trick we'll share with you that we find to be helpful is when you go into the zone section, you'll see all of the zones listed: living room, garage, exterior, and patio. When you click on the particular button, let's say the garage, there's a list of items that are in this particular list, and you'll see TV garage. One of the things we do is always leave our zones set to TV garage, which you'll see as a number 2 in the bottom right hand corner of these particular blocks. And that just kind of is helpful, because we don't ever actually use the TV garage in the garage. So if for some reason we had it cranked up in the living room on the TV in the main, we wouldn't accidentally turn up all and have it blaring outside, because the rest of the zones would be set to play on the TV in the garage, which is off. So that's just a way to kind of help keep yourself in check when you're using the system, and not make mistakes like blasting your movie in the campground. So that's just one tip that we would give you. So that's really how the system works. It's been a really cool addition. We've really enjoyed it. My understanding is they put these in kind of marine applications too, so they're in a lot of boats. But the system has been really stable for us. It's worked great. It sounds great, especially when you're watching an action movie or something. We've really enjoyed it. Again, the only feature I wish that they had is when you're watching television, you don't have to get up like the 80s and 90s and adjusting television volumes and stuff like that. I wish it was a little bit, it had some kind of an app or something where you could be able to adjust the volume, even if there wasn't a remote with it. But again, we've loved the system. Hope you guys really enjoy it, and hope this video helps give you just a general overview of some of the features and functionality and how it works. It's taken us a couple of months to figure it out, so we thought we might try to save you a little bit of time.